By virtue of the powers vested in me, I constitute this gathering, a congregation of the University of Cape Town.
Please be seated.
Ikamale yusiti malibongwe bo, malibongwe ge, oh malibongwe bo, malibongwe. Ikamale yusiti malibongwe bo, kumalibongwe ge, engu malibongwe bo. Kamale yusiti malibongweke, engu malibongweke, engu malibongwebo, malibongwe, siti malibongwebo, engu malibongweke, malibongwebo, malibongwe. Kamala yusiti malibongwebo, wangu malibongwebo, engu malibongwebo, malibongwe. Yahey, yaha. Ungeni lumakhesu nozulumbi fanum kumane. Ezalwa ngahade kumthimphuma mafuza fulele. Njengeli flangul. Unhlebeni zombili. Iyani bhotisi yusithi yasekapa. Ithi bhotani. Qinani ke mantokazi. Qinani makwethini. Ngoba ifikile imini bikadixelwa. Ifikile le mini besikade siyilindile. Yiyiseleni niguye bazali. Yeha.
Please, let's rise for the singing of the national anthem. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to invite Loyola Nyati, Secretary General of the SRC, to read the university dedication.
Good morning, everyone. At this time of celebration, we, the members of the University of Cape Town, reaffirm our mission to nurture rational and creative thought and free inquiry, to strive for excellence in teaching and learning, to educate for life, and to address the challenges in our society. We undertake to advance these ideals in the spirit of freedom and responsibility, and through consultation and debate. We celebrate our founders, benefactors, and predecessors, to those that built the fabric and nourished the values of UCT. To those who will graduate today, we wish you courage, wisdom, and purpose. To those who will leave the university to learn and to work elsewhere, may you be sustained by these values which unite us today and advance them in the world beyond. A love of truth and learning and of this university. Thank you.
You may be seated. Vice Chancellor, we are delighted to invite opera singer Charlotte Mahongo to perform at today's ceremony.
And don't be afraid.
The vibrant South African College of Music is a jewel in the crown of the University of Cape Town and is at the forefront of music making in South Africa and internationally. The procession was led by Sky Dadla and Black Roots Marimbas, an ensemble made up of students of the South African College of Music. Dissolution Lovo is graduating with first-class honors today at this graduation ceremony. The poem of praise, the Umbongo, was performed in honor of the graduates, their family, and teachers by Thais Walimba, a praise poet, songwriter, and healer. The national anthem was accompanied on the organ by Alexios Pikatos. Alexios has recently registered for a PhD in the field of X-ray crystallography in chemistry after obtaining a distinction in his master's degree in the same field. Postgraduate student Sayeren Wee, who graduated on Tuesday, accompanied Charlotte Mhlongo in a rousing rendition on You Will Never Walk Alone, the song of hope and resilience from the musical Carousel by Rodgers and Hammerstein. Charlotte also graduated with a diploma in music performance specializing in opera on Tuesday. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, UCT students are multi-talented, besides being high achievers, nice people, and beautiful to boot. Let's give them another round of applause. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. A special word of welcome to our graduands from the Faculty of Humanities, to their mothers, fathers, grandparents, extended family, spouses, and lovers, and anybody who might contributed to paying UCT fees. Welcome to the Dean of the Faculty and the academic staff in the platform party. Well done to the graduates, well done to your families, and to your friends who supported you. Well done to your teachers who have guided you through your degrees, and to all the UCT staff who made your studies possible. To reflect on your degree and the world that awaits you, we have invited a speaker who is not only an alumnus of the university, but is also a father of two of our students, one of whom is graduating this morning. Allow me to introduce to you Thabo Makgoba, the Archbishop of Cape Town and Metropolitan of the Anglican Church in Southern Africa. He was born in Johannesburg and spent his childhood in Alexandra Township and in Soweto. After his schooling at Orlando High, he studied a BSc at the University of the Witwatersrand and then trained as a priest at St. Paul's College in Grahamstown. After ordination, he served in various positions in Johannesburg Anglican dioceses, including at St. Mary's Cathedral and the Church of Christ the King in Sophiatown, as an Anglican chaplain at Wits. During this time, he also graduated at Wits with a BA honors in applied psychology and MA in educational psychology, after which he lectured at Wits in the Division of Specialized Education and at the Wits College of Education. He was elected Bishop Suffragan of Grahamstown in 2002, serving as Bishop of Queenstown, then as Bishop of Grahamstown in 2004, and as Archbishop in 2008. He pioneered the concept of Indaba in the worldwide Anglican Communion as a means of getting to grips with difference, and was decorated by the Archbishop of Canterbury with the Cross of St. Augustine for his role in communion. Since moving to Cape Town, he has earned a PhD from the University of Cape Town for a thesis on spirituality in the South African mining workplace. This has changed his title to the intimidating, the most honorable Dr. Reverend Archbishop. He has also received degrees of Doctor of Divinity, honoris causa, from the General Theological Seminary in New York and from Huron University in Canada. In a more worldly area, he has taught MBA students at the University of Cape Town on ethical leadership and stewardship. He's also an executive in residence at the Wits Business School. He served as commissioner for the Press Freedom Commission under Justice Pius Langa and has been a panelist and discussion leader at various World Economic Forum meetings in Davos. He's currently the Chancellor of the University of the Western Cape, and he's also a published author. Vice Chancellor, it is my honor and pleasure to invite Archbishop Mahoba to address the convocation.
Vice Chancellor, I really got worried when the CV was read. I must promise I'm not applying for a job. Thank you, MC. Good morning, greetings to you all, and thank you so much for the honor and privilege of allowing me to address you. Thank you to the Master of Ceremony and to the Vice Chancellor, Professor Mamokgethi, your executive, for inviting me. And indeed, congratulations to the parents, relatives, sponsors of those graduating, and to you, graduands, on your achievement. We are immensely proud of you. And I'm going to ask you to applaud those that have supported you thus far. Please give your parents and your sponsors a round of applause. Thank you. I'm going to embarrass my son, Nyagalo, who with his friend is among those graduating today. Sorry, Nyaki. When I asked him for tips for my speech, he said two things. One, do not talk about yourself, politics, or religion. And two, please, Dad, get to the point. Oops, oh dear. I nearly rang the registrar to say I've lost my voice and I can't speak today. Well, given this caution, I decided to talk about other students who went to university before me and whose stories inspired me and still have the capacity to inspire all of you to work for the public good. This year marks the 25th anniversary of South Africa's democracy. It is also 107th anniversary of the founding of the ANC, the 60th anniversary of the PAC, and the 50th anniversary of the founding of the South African Students' Organization, SASO, whose first president was Steve Biko, and its second president was the former UNISA Vice Chancellor and one of my clerics, Canon Professor Bani Pichana. From Dr. Pichana and SASO's perspective, the year 2019 marks 50 years of consciousness, the consciousness that Black people first started to read and examine their own circumstances, a process that resulted in the awareness that the subordination of Black people to white supremacy was not divinely sanctioned. Nothing in the universal order of things made Black oppression traceable to the will of God. On the contrary, the pursuit of freedom was consistent with God's will, and the lives of the students of that era demonstrate that the consciousness they developed placed them at the forefront of affirming God's will by questioning, confronting, and fighting oppressive authority. 47 years ago, in a setting like this, Abraham Nkgopotse-Tiro, a student at the University of the North Taflope, known as the University of Limpopo, addressed that year's graduation ceremony. This was the university where I first registered as a student 38 years ago because the Minister of Education had refused me the ministerial permission I needed as a Black student to study at a white university. Delivering his speech on April the 29th, 1972, Tiro began by quoting Prime Minister B.J. Foster, what P.J. Foster had told the Afrikaans student born to Congress the previous year. And I quote, "No black man," said Foster, "has landed in trouble for fighting for what is legally his," close quote. Tiro went on to quote an American lay preacher, R.D. Bramesmith, who said, "He who withholds the truth or debars men from motives of its expediency is either a coward, a criminal, or both." For fighting for the kind of education that he thought was legally his, Tiro was expelled from Teflop for what he said in that speech. Student protest failed to get his expulsion rescinded. He went on to teach at Maurice Isaacson High School in Soweto, where he became the mentor to the June 16 student leader Tsietsi Mashinini. Later, relentless police harassment forced Tiro into exile in Botswana, where he was sent a parcel bomb that ended his life. The bomb left him in such a state that even his mother was advised not to insist on seeing his mortal remains. Within 8 months of Tiro's making his speech, Mthuli Shezi, a playwright, a cultural activist, and vice president of the Black People's Convention, became the movement's first martyr when he was assassinated on the eve of SASO's elective conference. He was pushed under the train at Germiston Station in Gauteng for standing up for African women being drenched by a railway official with a hosepipe. In August 1976, SASO's permanent secretary, Mapetla Mohape, was found hanging from the bars of his cell after being detained without trial by security police. Steve Biko suspended his studies to mobilize adults, leading to the establishment of the Black People's Convention. High school students formed the South African Student Movement, journalists, the Union of Black Journalists, and adults, including Lutheran Bishop Manas Buthelezi and Winnie Madikizela Mandela, responded to the Soweto uprising by forming the Black Parents Association to support their children. Outside our borders, the collapse of the Portuguese rule in Angola and Mozambique inspired the mobilization of students across South Africa. I recall my older sister, Matabs Makhoba, taking a school trip to Lorenzo Marx, now Maputo, and returning home singing freedom songs. A pro-Frelimo rally staged at Curry Foundation in Durban led to the arrest and trial of 9 SASO BPC leaders. The case became known as a trial of ideas, and Biko's skilled sparring with the judge when he gave evidence for the defense in one of the classic interchanges of South African political trials. Peaceful mobilization against apartheid was deemed to be terrorism, and the leaders were charged and convicted under what was called the Terrorism Act of 1967. Steve Biko, after being repeatedly arrested for violating his banning orders, was arrested for the last time in August 1997. A few weeks later, he was dead, the result of a brain hemorrhage inflicted on him by security police during interrogation. I share these reflections to remind us that the students graduating today follow a proud tradition, the only difference between then and now being that your forebears learned under extremely difficult conditions in which, as well as studying, they carried the burden of fighting for freedom. Tiro was 25 when he made his speech, and 27 when he was blown to pieces. Shezi was 25 when pushed under the train. Mohapi was 29, and Biko was 31 when they were killed in police custody. The deaths gave the lie to Foster's words, and the fortitude with which they continued to perform the task at hand was nothing less than amazing. And so, graduates, look at yourself and the learning times of your life. You could be any one of those students 47 years ago. Nyakalo Masilo Makhoba, graduating honors in politics, philosophy, and economics, age 24, should appreciate the difference that the years of struggle that the generation that came before has made so that he can be where he is today. The American novelist Alice Walker said, "We are a people for whom others have died." This generation should cherish moments such as this graduation and resolve to act in such a way that future generations will look up to you just as you look up to those from the 1970s. I say this fully aware that South Africa has not yet fully healed. We remain wounded. We are still a hurting nation. The scars we carry still cut deep. The flashes of joy that come with graduation ceremonies on one campus are tempered by a flare of unpleasant emotions in other campuses. The incident at the University of Johannesburg on April the 2nd, in which a student was removed from a podium, is such an unpleasant episode. But we also celebrate the burst of exhilarating dance that punctuated this year's graduation ceremony of the University of Western Cape, or the University of KwaZulu-Natal, and Mangosuthu University Technology. I must not prescribe to you the way in which you at UCT should characterize your graduation celebrations, but the upholding of common standard of decency is my wish. To this end, I want to extend to each one of you my congratulations and best wishes for the future. God loves you, and so do I. God bless Africa. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Archbishop.
By virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I admit to the degrees specified to the candidates recorded as in absentia. I shall now admit to the degrees specified the candidates to be presented to me.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you, for the degree of Bachelor of Social Science, Kireshni Nagana. Tushan Naidu. Priyanka Kiran Naik. Mariam Nash. Bongeka Ncube. Minkateko Ndlovu. With distinction in Spanish, Nolwazi Kalipa Nene. Letsema Abigail Ngidi. Zamabomvu Singesiwe Ngubani. Bongomusa Ngubeni. Lindelwa Amandla Ngubo. Sinesipo Samantha Njeza. Pumelele Praxedise Nkwakwa. Asipe Lodongo. Pato Nila. Atule Nguma. Yankelani Admire Tika. Ayanda Cynthia Ntili. Kiabetsu Luvano Ntuli. Ayabulela Ntwankumba. Mkuseli Mozana. With distinction in sociology, Kudaisha Nora Nyana. Tatenda Whitney Francesca Nyajeka. With distinction in sociology, Ayanda Nyati. Loyola Lichle Nyati. Brittany Robin Oberholzer. Jamil Ishmael Omar. Yasin Yusuf Omar. Mishay Onverwag. Umair Fahim Osman. With distinction in organizational psychology, Annie U Yang. With distinction in psychology, Elvin Wagodo Owang. Azra Parker. Shingai Godfrey Peter Pasipanodia. Ritayo Rajiv Patundin. Cleo Payne. With distinction in sociology, Dominique Alessi Pereira. Zintle Zinkita Zipelele Mtakazi Pandle. Megan Phillipson. Michaela Maria Pocus. Sibongiseni Sidwal Pinguza. With distinction in linguistics and the degree with distinction, Kelsey Ann Pike. Taya Polo. Julie Rose Precious. Cameron Keanu Priso. Nicole Protopapas. Kafua Pudumo. Mandisa Kodashe. Ludwig Forshaw. Pinky Radebe. Iman Rabini. Zahira Rajab. Nazreen Rawoot. Janina Redler. Anya Amanda Ritchie. Crystal Roberts. Simon Bruce Robertson. With distinction in English language and literature, Michaela Emma Rom. Jaslyn Joanne Yvonne Rosewitz. Kelly Ann Danusha Rousseau. With distinction in history and psychology and the degree with distinction, Kim Louise Jenny Rousseau. Samantha Mary Rowan. Gabriel Charles Rigpo. Amal Sambo. Zinat Samodin. Kauthar Samsudin. Mishka Mariam Sarles. Regine Francoise Eva Gabrielle Sazier. Caitlin Schroeder. Adam Hector Schroeder. Yusra Schroeder. With distinction in sociology, Megan Louise Scott. Mashao Eric Siabela. Kelebogile Sian. Onalena Gloria Ruth Sebetlela. Azra Sela. Nokwanda Busi Seme. Caroline Seaton. Makopoi Setsabi. Maxine Leslie Georgia Shah. Firdaus Shaikh. Kaylin Lee Shapiro. Bwezani Terence Shonga. With distinction in social anthropology, Moira Shoebridge. Simbolele Sinovuyo Sibeko. Tinashe Sikumbuzo Chepo Sibeko. Anezwa Tara Lee Sibukwana. Anita Sindisiwe Sijadu. Erin Nadine Simons. Kanyisa Sitwaru. Megan Amy Snashall. Kaylee Snyders. Stephen John Sneyman. Nuha Suka. With distinction in psychology and the degree with distinction, Daniela Sammy Solomon. Tiffany Solomon. Brandon Solomons. Zolani Sopete. Courtney Sybil Stanley. Bronwyn Lee Steenkamp. Courtney Matilda Stevenson. Kayla Grace Stewart. Kira Charlene Stone. Alondra Chelsea Taylor. Francesca Marie Tafel. Anis Taladia. Sakile Tembe. Christopher Tennis. Nikita Tennille Tessendorf. Tobeka Zanele Tanga. Stephen Charles Theron. With distinction in psychology, Sabrina Claire Thompson. Zianda Twala. Zimkita Tinise. Ross Salomon Train. Sindisiwe Desiree Zipho Shabalala. With distinction in social anthropology and sociology, and the degree with distinction, Sibongile Ayabulela Afrika Chefu. Mtembukazi Twala. With distinction in Afrikaans and English language and literature, and the degree with distinction, Shane van der Hoeven. With distinction in English language and literature, Monet van der Walt. Michaela van Rensburg. With distinction in sociology, Rinchen van Rijswijk. Zoe van Rooyen. With distinction in history and sociology, and the degree with distinction, Alia Valles. Mikhail Waja. Michelle Noel Whedon. Jude Samuel Wells. Shaylin Sadi White. Daniela Josian Wilkin. Adrienne Leslie Ann Williams. Caitlin Williams. Lara Lynn Williams. Matthew Thomas Williams. Rebecca Alexandra Williams. Lucy Ntabiseng Tamsin Wills. Daniela Kiana Wolf. Sipumle Dile Ngesi. Tandile Martin Ngesi. Atenkosi Zikode. Luyanda Praiseworth Zulu. Jenna Ray Zunda. Mklanshla Spiwe Zwane. Senamile Landiwe Zwane. Tembakazi Talmas Walibanzi. In philosophy, politics, and economics, Kate Nicola Clark. With distinction in studies in philosophy, politics, and economics, Catherine Davidson. With distinction in economics and studies in philosophy, politics, and economics, Bethany Louise Daltrey. With distinction in studies in philosophy, politics, and economics, Kyle David de Klerk. With distinction in studies in philosophy, politics, and economics, Benjamin Francis Andre de Kock. With distinction in economics and studies in philosophy, politics, and economics, Raffaella Joannou. With distinction in studies in philosophy, politics, and economics, Jarita Casson. With distinction in studies in philosophy, politics, and economics, Tendai Mavetera. With distinction in studies in philosophy, politics, and economics, Roy Michael Kasema Mwasa. Sipelele Andile Ngobo. With distinction in studies in philosophy, politics, and economics, Kieran Dudley Rush. With distinction in studies in philosophy, politics, and economics, Julian Frank Middleton Smith. Thomas James Arthur Sutcliffe. With distinction in studies in philosophy, politics, and economics, Catherine Ruth Torrington. With distinction in economics and studies in philosophy, politics, and economics, and the degree with distinction, Emilio Emmanuel Alexander Zilias.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honours in African Languages and Literature with first class, Eva Babai. With first class, Luando Nukwa. With first class, Benjamin Pakamani Tetema. With first class in African Studies, Duduzile Unati Ndlovu. With first class, Wade Basil Smith. In anthropology with first class, Althea Samantha de Reiters. Gabrielle Sarah. Holly Michelle Tucker. In Arabic language and literature, Tariq Abrahams. In classical studies, Michael George Moser. Lee Rachel Ntopekaya Nissen. In curatorship with first class, Amorelang Eva Maledu. Tembakazi Matroshe. Lilieta Nyasha Njovana. Luvuyo Ekuyano Nyawose. With With first class, Elizabeth Monica Smith. Shomwatala Ndenda Chivute. With first class, Georgia Taifi Birgit Stonehouse. With first class, Melissa Claire Waters. In English Studies, Frances Miranda Black. Megan Mary Brown. With first class, Nicholas Jonathan Carson. Catherine Francis Harris. With first class, Bianca Louise Housel. With first class, Tamar Hayden. Kamohelo Bohlale Babogwane. Fatima Bebe Musa. Wisani Mushwana. Sky Rosemary Ma Scott. With first class, Noah Lee Dashiell Sweeney. With first class, Tara Serena Louisa Vivian Neal. In Environmental and Geographical Studies, Alexander Michael Weiss. In Film and Television Studies with first class, Matthew Constantine Murray Arnaud. Kumbiraishe Patience Chitendu Deru. With first class, Ross Stephen Flugel. Karabo Makosazana Mabasu. Julie Plaistow. first class, Tina Louise Smith. With first class, Cara Cleo Spall. With first class, Robin Claire Starkey. In film theory and practice, with first class, Megan Daniels. With first class, Akuol Garang de Mabio. Adam Bryce Hansen. Trygve Heide. With first class, Katie Rain Lewis. With first class, Mishka Mohammed. Neo Mohoro Mashiangwako. With first class, Olivia Grace Nolan. Matimu Freddy Ricozzo. Kaylee Tandy Simmers. Kamvelichle Stemela. With first class, Jessie Batia Zin. In French language and literature, Sue B. Nyamjo. Christine Marie Foster. In historical studies, with first class, Claire Anderson. Precious Sharon Sinovuyo Bikicha. Guy Anton Bowden. With first class, Daniel Simon Dix. With first class, Marina Geldenhuis. Jolene Joshua. Uthman Adenan Manan. Elizabeth Nicole Visser. In industrial sociology, Kalipa Nwabisa Ntloko. Vimal Thakur Valab. In international relations, Kanisile Kawe. With first class, Francis David Eve Sanevich Desashte. Nolukaniso Gondeka. Sarah Catherine Howinkels. Patrick Justin Jacobs. Otlotleng Stanley Mohatle. In linguistics, with first class, Lara May Nolita Evans. With first class, Elizabeth Horn. Sinalo Jonas. Natasha Kerwan. Robin Beatrice Lister. Zintle Mfaku. Derek Musindi. With first class, Joan Redelinghuis. In media theory and practice with first class, Jessica Ann Baraklo. Laura Simone Bredefeld. With first class, Charlotte Eugenie Waro. Cindy Leanne Matheus. With first class, Lara Caitlin Moyles. Ratizo Efi Tanaka Muyambo. Sabrina Sky Nicholson. Tara Osborne. Raisa Trihart. Paige Amber Webstock. In organizational psychology, Anora Mlandina. Leah Teresa Verhoog. In political communication, Raja Fatima Azakani. Asisipo Myanzeli. With first class, Grant O'Byrne. In politics, Vika Nikelo. Daniel Nkau. In religious studies, with first class, Georgina Kate van der Ploeg. For the degree of Bachelor of Social Science Honors in International Relations, Khadija Abbas. With first class, Antonia Arvston. Sonto Lonwabo Bekrezi. Sumona Bose. Alexander Frederick Collins. With first class, Emma Jane Fuller. Louis Ridon. Nicole Rudolph. Lauren Kate Riley. Nicholas Liam Sota. With first class, Nicholas van Doorsburg. Fiona Louise Whitman. In Justice and Transformation with first class, Catherine Ann Brown. With first class, Jonathan Thomas Carnard. Rebecca Crowey. With first class, Ashley Fishoff. Aisha Hamdullah. Aliyah Mohedin. Phoebe Rose Nugent. Prashana Rampasad. With first class, Jessica Allison Robinson. In philosophy, politics, and economics, Jesse Dylan Abel Copeland. Niakalo Masilo Mahoba. Ayanda Lolutando Mazibuko. Olerato Kau Mohomotsi. Zainab Monisola Olaitan. Tsohofatso Putu. In politics, Awande Mlondolozi Kiabetswe Butelezi. Alexandra Emma Carstens. Onela Nolwandle Magwaka. Samuel Kalonde Mutuna. Simbamkele Kitso Seti. Anne-Fleur Valentine Taylor. In Public Policy and Administration, Philippa Ann Hodge. Monique Erin Julius. Princess Kobue. Romulemo Kiohapetswe Malau. Dumisile Len Moyo. For the degree of Master of Social Science in Clinical Social Work, Alexander Lowe. In Gender Studies with Distinction, Helenard Kingsley Madiba Lowe. In International Relations with Distinction, Chad Benjamin Capon. With distinction, Rebecca Helen Go. In psychology, with distinction, Julian Maximilian Siebert. In social development, Tandiwe Davids. Vidushi Malhotra.
That was wonderful, wasn't it? It's very interesting to sit here and listen to what people say as others walk the stage. And I keep imagining what parents are saying, like your little bundle of joy who came to Cape Town 3 years ago, nice, sweet, and quiet. And then she walks up the stage, the whole hall stands up to shout and sing for them. And then you think, who is that? At home, they never say anything. And now, here they are, they are not just a comrade or a force, they are leadership. So, and then the people come and clap for them. So I'm sure you're surprised, but that's how education works. It's not just a certificate. Education happens on the picket line, in the laboratory, on the tennis court, on the rugby field, everywhere. And so your students come out of the university transformed, and so you get a new person. So congratulations to all of you. And I hope your parents are proud. Clap our hands. Every time I say congratulations, clap hands. Let's do that. Wonderful. Wonderful. It has been said that behind every graduate stands a very proud and very relieved family. So, as much as so surprised, you're probably sitting here and saying, wow, finally, Sipho graduated. Finally. Because the degree that they're getting here is a 3-year degree, some of them, if it's an undergrad degree, and maybe they left home some 5-6 years ago. And to come to UCT, ungawarisheki wena okusalayo, you are a graduate. Allow me to talk to the parents when I don't worry. Une degree, ngoku. So, and when they left home, by the way, as long as they're at UCT, they were probably in the newspaper somewhere with distinctions, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 10 distinctions. And if you are from Limpopo, like some of us, the chief would have called everyone, slaughtered a goat, to announce that one of us got 6 distinctions and they are going to Cape Town. They're going to get an education and they'll come back. When they come back, we will all be free. And they say, what degree? You know, when you have your matric results and they have distinctions, you are so confident about university. You're like, yes, I'll be back in 3 years. And then you come here and you get into class and you find that, all your life, many of our students' parents, all their lives they've been stars. They've been hitting it throughout for 12 years. They are probably at home, the golden kid, most of them, And then they come here, everyone in class is smart. For the first time, they're surrounded by people like them. Everyone is hitting it. And for the first time, they have to deal with the 56%. Make peace with the 50%. Very hard thing to do. Very difficult, very difficult. So, but here they are today, they're graduating, and it's wonderful. They've been humbled, they are resilient, they got here because they've got grit. We are sure that they're on their way up. They're going to be trailblazers, they're going to make things happen. So we are very confident in the education that they got here. So I just want you to know that today you have a UCT graduate in the home. So congratulations to you, because their success is your success too. So you graduate, smart as you are, hard as you have worked, with your distinctions which become irrelevant from now, the matric ones. Because now you have a degree. They're important but very relevant matric. Now we talk about what you did after that. As hard as you've worked, you didn't get here on your own. The people on your left, on your right supported you, they guided you. Some of them are here broke because you're graduating. They gave you a stipend month in and month out. They believed in you. Some of them gave you a Visa card that's connected to their account. And they didn't complain when you kept Ubering on their visa card. They didn't. They just left you because they said he must be comfortable because we want him to pass. When mom wanted to complain, dad said, calm down. We want the degree, let him spend the money. So here you are today. I want you to stand up. Find some of your family. If they are not here, Deputy Mother is here. Look at me. Wave in appreciation for the support that they've granted you through your time here at UCT. Please stand. Please stand. Let's do that. Your scrolls. Fantastic, 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 fantastic. This is wonderful. Don't sit down, don't sit down. Keep standing, keep standing, keep standing. Let's see that. This is a point when we check which faculty still listens to the VC on their day of graduation. At the end, we'll do an evaluation. So keep standing, keep standing. Okay, so as much as they supported you, it's the people on stage who did their job. They came to class, they prepared the lectures day in and day out. Even when you were nasty, they came back to class the following day. They marked your assignments, the bad ones, the good ones, the ones that shouldn't be seen at all. They looked at them. And they didn't rubbish you. They marked you, they gave you guidance. They gave you the first chance, the second chance if you didn't get it, the third chance. Some of you even got the 8th chance that you didn't deserve because they gave it to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, show some love to the academics on stage. You know, every time I say show some love to the academics on stage, there's at least 2 people who just go, I don't get it, you know? I don't get it. Like, there's still some people who are grumpy, you know? Like, grumpy about something that happened in second year. Some lecturer gave them. They didn't fail, by the way. They might have gotten, in test 2, they got 55, and they went to complain because they were still new in the university. And they're like, I'm not a 55%er. I'm an 80%er. And the lecturer showed like, and they demanded a remark. The lecturer did a remark. They ended up at a 50. They were at a 53. And then they got so grumpy. They're still grumpy today, even though they're graduating. Let bygones be bygones. You're graduating. Oksalayo, you have a degree. Just be happy. Now, okay. Let me explain this thing. If you are still grumpy and whatever, okay, do me a favor. For now only, just pretend you are happy and you are so appreciative. Wave that scroll to the academics on stage like you mean it, man. Fantastic, fantastic. Awesome, looks beautiful. You may be seated. I didn't comment anything about your catwalks. They are so amazing. I mean, I kept wondering what happens in the faculty. Associate Professor Casey, like, I don't know what else you do. I mean, the moves that happened here, the turns, like, and some of them didn't last too long. I mean, they just went up and turned and left, and the whole hall was lit. I mean, and these are not the people at Michaelis, right? They are not at the drama school or not. I mean, I would have thought they're acting if they were there. So they are not acting, this is them, right? So, okay, now, can I ask everyone in the hall to stand? I want all of us to stand in honor of all of our professional, admin, and support staff members. These are staff members who house some of our students in residences. They feed them, and they maintain our university campus so that all of us can get on with our academic work, whose outputs we're celebrating this morning. There are also staff members, by the way, who work in this hall. When we finish here, we get out, we'll have 1.5 hours, and they will come in, freshen up the hall, clean up after you, pick up the tissues, which you will leave. I hope you don't. But they will clean up and make sure that the next group of graduates coming in don't even realize there was a group here. Secretaries, typists, all sorts of people, security guards, cleaners in the residence and in our offices. I want us to honor them this morning for the work that they do for the university. Cool. Now, don't sit down yet, don't sit down yet. Now, in this journey, you might have started your journey with people who you would have loved to see them here, and they are not with us anymore. Maybe your mom, maybe your dad passed on, maybe your sister, maybe your neighbor, maybe your nephew, your niece, your cousin, someone who supported you, someone who would have been here happy for you that you're graduating, and they're not here today. I'd like to believe that wherever they are, they're looking at you and they're saying, that's my girl, or that's my boy, and they're clapping hands. And I want us to join them just in clapping hands as they celebrate you today. Thank you, you may be seated. This day, graduates, signifies a new beginning for each and every one of you. In addition to earning the diplomas and the degrees that were conferred upon you this morning, you've also earned the right to be associated with a very special group of people, the alumni of the University of Cape Town. You join in a community of more than 170,000 people across the world who have the same name as you, UCT. They came here, they did what they did, they are now out there, everywhere else in the world. You are now part of the UCT alumni WhatsApp group. It's a network, a very strong network. It works, it opens doors, it creates opportunities, it makes things happen. It only does that because the graduates who came before you are doing excellent work, because we have a good name because of the people who come out of this university and the people who work at this university. That's how universities become great. It's because of the people in them. So the people who walked ahead of you have worked to help us have the name that we have, that opens doors, that makes people not ask too many questions when you say you're a UCT graduate, and you join in that community and therefore carry that challenge to continue making the university great. No university is perfect, but some universities are great. They are made great by the people, the alumni, and the staff working in them. We make the university great through our excellence. And you're going to do that walking out of here. Not only are you going to do that, you're going to benefit from what the people ahead of you have done. And so I want you to take this responsibility not lightly. You see, we make the university great through our excellence, but we make it great through our giving. We also make it great by what we say about it and to it. So as an alumni, you own the university. You have all the rights to challenge the university. And you should write to us and challenge us. And some of you do, and I appreciate that. That's saying about the university to the university. But if you don't tell us, you tell the whole world that this place is useless. You are rubbishing your own CV. Yes. The more you say it, by the way, the more people will believe it. Yes. And the more they believe it, the more they lose confidence in the brand. The more they lose confidence in the brand, the fewer doors open, and you lose. So I'm asking you sincerely, as you join this community, do yourself a favor, because you don't want those doors to open. People believe what they hear. You say it over and over again, they're like, yeah, no, actually that place is bad. It cannot possibly produce any good students. Why take graduates from there? There are other 25 universities who will take them from there. It's your name. It's your career. Let's make the university great together. Not only for ourselves, but for our children and our children's children. And you can do that. You can do that. As you walk out of this hall with your degree and diploma, I want to remind you that you will experience uncertainties, risks, dangers, and opportunities in the future. With the economy and the rate of unemployment being what it is today, it is also possible that some of you will struggle to find jobs. And I hope I don't find you on some corner saying you're a UCT graduate unemployed. I want you to consider whatever happens to you, good or bad, simply as the raw materials out of which you will fashion your own new worlds. You do not need to be confident about what events might bring, but you do need to be confident in your own capacity to master events and to respond to them with grace and with intelligence, whatever events might occur. You see, the education that you received here at UCT, in class, outside, picket line, wherever, has prepared you to be a trailblazer and not just an employee or a job seeker. So go out there and take up the challenge to become trailblazers. But here's the thing, it will not be easy because this constantly changing world of ours is not easy. So do not waste time by complaining about how hard things are or what happened to you when, because you own everything that happens to you. And owning one's story is the stuff of trailblazers. Trailblazers don't complain about what is happening to them or around them. They make things happen. They are the ones who break away from the trampled path to go the undiscovered, uninhabited way. Trailblazers use their ticket for life, their ticket for admission to live. They shake hands with fear. They look him straight in the eye, shake his hand, and enter the gate boldly. They are willing to embark on an untapped journey in spite of being scared. They hold hands with fear because they are willing to risk adventuring into the unknown rather than remaining comfortable in the knowing and the predictable. So I want to challenge you to be a trailblazer. But to be a trailblazer, you have to be brutal, brutally courageous, brutally sensitive, brutally open, brutally protective, brutally intuitive, brutally aware, brutally honest, brutally ambitious, brutally fallible and imperfect. You have to be brutally yourself because trailblazers are always brutally and unapologetically themselves. So go out there and be brutally, unapologetically yourself. After all, you are a UCT graduate. If you don't do it, who's going to be a trailblazer if you don't do it, being a UCT graduate? Congratulations.
That was fun. Congratulations, everybody, again. This concludes the formal proceedings, and now it's time for celebration, selfies, and to join us in the social function. So we would ask the congregation to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. We invite the graduates and their families to the function in the Leslie building. And we ask our graduates to join us as we leave the hall and to proceed to the bottom of the steps as far as University Avenue. And now the Vice Chancellor is going to dissolve the congregation. Please stand.
By virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of Cape Town.